right, we are into round 5 of the Paragon Games tournament series. Emeralds Open. My name's Kanishka. I'm here with Michael Klose.
Hello.
And we are going into an exciting round 5. So we've got a couple of stories this round. So Rory Bolt, who you guys just saw last round, he is actually in for making it if he can win in this match.
Oh, so this is like a decider.
Yeah, and his opponent from the last round, Stephen Linton, is in exactly the same spot.
Okay.
They're both currently on in 7 and 8.
Yep.
So basically, they both need to win.
Okay.
And then they both make it into the top 8.
There can only be one winner.
Well, they're not playing each other.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
And the other side of it is, if either of them loses, it's very likely they won't make it because they will affect each other's breakers.
Interesting.
So it's a really interesting spot.
Yeah.
So both Rory and Steve are wanting to win here if they can.
I can't help but feel a little bit of pity towards Rory because he has to verse yet another Green-Black Delirium deck.
Is he playing another Delirium deck? Let's double check. We'll find those decks in just a moment. So we'll see how he goes. It's pretty interesting. So for Rory, of course, if he does actually make this, he will have gone 5 and 5 on top 8s at the Paragon Games Open. All of these Paragon Games Opens. Yeah, and it looks like...
oh no, sorry, apologies. It's Black-Red Aggro is what he's
Okay, I think he's on one of those Madness decks, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I think Rory stands a better chance against this.
Yeah.
Because his spot removal can deal with small threats. One of the biggest issues we had in the last 2 games was that just creatures like Ishkana, Minor Demon were just too big for things like Fiery Temper.
Absolutely. Galvanic Bombardment.
Yeah, they were too small for the threats that Stephen was posing.
Yep.
However, Andrew, while it's such a resilient, they are within that range. So like 1/1s, 3/2s, 2/2s.
And even Galvanic Bombardment can eventually start killing price amalgams.
True. And another upside is Thing in the Ice. It's very good against decks like this. You know, it's 4 toughness.
Absolutely.
Can bounce everything back to hand. Doesn't go to the graveyard.
Which is a lot better than going to the graveyard.
Yes. Weirdly enough. Mm-hmm. So we'll have a look at his list here. Sorry. So it looks like a pretty typical list. Like Andrew's running Smugglers, Copters, Crypt Breakers, Prize Amalgams, Haunted Dead. It's pretty stock standard.
Yep. Let's just jump over. Yeah, it looks like they're resolving mulligans. Yep.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's all good, yeah.
Yep. Unless it's Disintegration, one of my favorite cards of standard moment.
Pretty cool card.
Siege Rhino and Removal feels pretty good to me. This looks like a pretty tight list. Though I am a big supporter of the underdog, and therefore I am a bit biased towards Rory. Like, just you don't see decks like this too often. In standard, it's in a weird position.
Yep.
Not necessarily bad, just a bit weird. And I kind of want to see him come out on top a bit. So sorry, Andrew. Sorry. I will say, I am a big fan of Crypt Breaker. It's one of my favorite cards from Eldritch Moon.
It is a very cool card as well.
It's amazing. So,
I think this standard format is just full of a bunch of sweet cards.
Yeah, I 100% agree. It's really good at the moment. Really healthy. Usually stand becomes bad when you have just kind of 2 main decks going at it. So, classic examples like Pack Rat and Sphinx's Revelation, or Jeskai Tempo and Abzan. And then everything else is kind of like waddles around. Whereas this standard, I think, Thopter's decks are quite prominent, like the Copter itself. But
they're not unbeatable.
They're not unbeatable, and there's also a variety of colors you can play. So like we have a red-black list here. There's blue-white ones. I've seen even some Delirium lists were playing Copter, not today, but like at Pro Tour and stuff. So yeah, it's a very, very diverse format. You can do all sorts of things.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, it's led to like such an even playing field in a really interesting way.
Yes,
and I think these we're just seeing that today as well.
Yeah,
just all sorts of different decks.
And it really shows because and you will see this in games today that like a lot of the games get the players will win from like their skill rather than their cards.
Right.
Like in the last match, there's probably an exception to that because Ishkana was just a blowout against Rory. But there's a lot
against so many decks.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But like there have been some other games where like just decisions to whether to hold back on Avacyn or hold back on Spell Queller or like just little nuanced things like that can decide a game. And for the players to be able to judge that is quite good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think we're at it.
Yeah, I think we are good to go. All right, so Rory on the play. And he gets to play one of these cool fast lands.
First in Crypt Breaker.
Okay.
More like Backbreaker.
Yeah, and no Galvanic Bombardment to deal with it right there. But Thing in the Ice.
That's pretty good. That's good.
That's actually kind of maybe Rory even held off on that vulnerable moment there.
That's true. That's true. And if you did, I think that's a very smart play, very wise.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll see those counters.
A very early cathartic reunion.
Oh wow! Oh, double Haunted Dead.
Okay, that is a great setup.
That's not bad. Yeah.
That is very, very good. Okay, so Andrew is weirdly already in a very good position here.
Yeah, but again, there is this. Unless he has, does he have removal in his main deck for that? He does. Okay.
For what?
He's got the unlicensed disintegration and a lightning axe that can deal with the Thing in the Ice.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. So I think Rory would be wise to try and get Crypt Breaker off the board. If not this turn, definitely a turn after. Because once it starts throwing things in the bin and you get 3 zombies, it's almost too late.
Yeah.
The card advantage you get is insane.
I guess so, but again, Rory all he has to do is cast 4 spells.
That's true. That is true.
And then he's just got his value engines on the board now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the Thing in the Ice and he's got the Dynavolt Tower.
Yeah.
He's setting up his game plan. It looks like.
Yep. Very true. Very true.
Okay. And and one of the cool things about bouncing tokens.
They don't bounce. They don't bounce.
They just don't come back.
Vanish. Yeah. Those zombies don't bounce well.
Oh, yeah. One of the names I've seen people call this is zombies in copters.
Yeah.
So,
Copter is an excellent card. It's also very good in. I'm surprised it didn't see more play Madness decks at the start. Like we saw it go straight into red white vehicles when that card first got spoiled. I just thought it was the perfect enabler for Madness.
It just enables so much, right? Like it does in this format at the moment. It's an artifact for Delirium.
Yep.
It's a creature that avoids board wipes. Oh wow, the second tower.
Yeah.
Okay, Rory is going off here.
Yeah.
And it is. It's a graveyard enabler. It's a madness enabler.
Yeah.
Delirium enabler. It does everything.
It's a resilient creature. It's phenomenal. It is a really, really good card.
And here we go. What's he got? Is it the Prize Amalgam? What do you think? What's he going to pitch here?
It's going to be an Amalgam.
Oh, he just pulled one off the top. Very nice. Okay.
Yep. So I think what you're saying is correct. I think Rory's is hoarding up spells to just fuel the Thing in the Ice and the the Dynavolt Tower.
I mean, like every spell he casts generates 4 energy right now.
Yeah.
So he's absolutely going off right now. Yeah.
So I think he'll probably wait for Andrew to throw a few more things out onto the board, like maybe activate Crypt Break a few times, maybe try and get some tokens,
right?
And then just
sort
like
of goad him into playing his hand. Yep.
Just try and get him when it's weak.
And I guess Andrew's got that Haunted Dead. I think was it actually 2?
Yeah, it was 2 Haunted Deads.
Yeah.
So here we go. One of them's making its return. One risk I do think of Rory, if he is going down that plan, is if Andrew does get an unlicensed disintegration or a lightning axe, just something to clock Thing in the Ice.
Yeah.
Because then he's left a bit bare. But still, the flip is quite powerful. Like,
I think the flip is a big effect for him. Right?
Yeah.
He could eventually just chain off spells and just get a bunch of bolts off the
towers
and win as well. Yeah.
If he can do it at all at instant speed with Smuggler's Copter as a creature, that would be sweet. That would be very impressive.
Of course, bouncing too many spells into Andrew's hand has a downside.
That's very true.
He gets free discard into his graveyard as well. But
most of the discard outlets are on creatures. Like now he's only got 1 Haunted Dead in his bin.
Yep.
And which is still quite good.
But it is a pretty big cost to discard 2 cards.
Yeah.
You need the cards in hand to do so.
Yes, very true.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a Crypt Breaker activation on the stack, and he's about to go to attack.
Oh, so he's crude. Okay.
Yeah, he's crude. Sorry, crude. Okay. And Rory is lightning axing the Copter before attacks, so he doesn't get the discard.
And there is, I believe, a couple of triggers that should be going.
Yeah. So
Judge has been called for some reason. Yeah, let's just. Rory's a player who plays a lot of decks that have a lot of triggers. So
yes.
He's not one to forget them.
Yeah. My previous experience playing Rory was first seeing him in Naya tokens, and pretty much Rory was doing what Andrew was, just flooding the board full of creatures.
Okay.
So it's good to see him playing something a bit different. So I believe that's going ahead.
Yeah, it looks like what happened was a card fell off the top of the library, so I think we're probably going to get a shuffle.
Yeah, sure. So he's discarding Fiery Temper,
hitting the Copter, and
getting that value.
Shoot. What's he shooting? What do you think he should shoot?
I think he should shoot Crypt Breaker. I don't know. I don't think there's much point in the Haunted Dead. Which it looks like is what he's going for.
Okay.
Because it's better in the graveyard than it is in the hand.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Andrew had the unlicensed disintegration.
Yeah. Well, this is a mighty stack we've got here.
Yeah.
So he hasn't even done any energy triggers from all the spells that he's cast.
I assume he's been verbally announcing them and he's planning to show that he's got the energy in a moment. Yeah. So he should have 8 energy, I believe.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe his plan here is just use the bolt to kill the Crypt Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine as well.
Yeah.
I am not sure how I feel about putting Haunting Dead back in the graveyard. But everything else, I think.
It's still, I guess the upside is it still pressures your hand size.
True,
So
that's true.
discarding 2 cards, it's a pretty big cost, unless they're both synergy cards, like basically Prized Amalgam or another Haunted Dead.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
It's not always it is a demanding cost.
Yeah. So I believe we declared attacks. Also, yeah, he's before damage. He's
shooting the Prized Amalgam.
Yep.
Okay.
And he will take just 2 off that because Crypt Breaker was crewed into the copter.
Yep.
So back to Rory's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 energy off every spell is very tasty.
That is pretty tasty. Does it say 3 though?
Yeah, I believe so. It should
confirm. So he would
So
have.
you use it twice. So he must have 13. That doesn't check out.
He used it once, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he would have had 8.
-5 is 3.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah,
Yep, sounds good. And Glimmer, guess what that makes? I believe it's energy.
Yes, it'll make 6. It'll make 6 energy with.
Pretty nice. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that card. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's become a mainstay of the control decks.
Yeah, I actually do really like this card. I think the control decks are liking like instant speed draw. Like you anticipate doesn't quite get you there. This does a lot. You scry 2, then draw is powerful enough, and then any energy based decks like they all of them play the removal. Same as case, but it costs 2, you get 3 energy. You pay any amount of energy, does damage to that creature.
Yep.
Fuels that strategy.
Yep.
So excellent card.
Yeah.
And especially in a deck like Rory's, where just the more spells the better.
Yep.
This is just a perfect engine for that.
Yeah.
So he's up to 9 energy now.
Not bad. So he's almost two extra bolts off that.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to say whether, like on the surface, it looks like Rory's stabilized, but Andrew does have the ability to just explode out of board state.
It's true.
Out of nothing. So it depends on how easy his hand is to be pitched.
Yeah. So what's he got? He's got
Cathartic Reunion. And he's got the Scrap Heap Scrounger, and he's got a 3rd card, which I can't quite tell.
So there's a Scrap Heap Scrounger, 2 Haunted Dead, and a Prized Amalgam. So he's got 3 enablers in the graveyard.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be quite happy to just exile one of his Haunted Dead to return the Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a decent outcome.
Yeah.
Rory's just got 2 bolts waiting though, so he can just. He's kind of at a stage where I guess he can start controlling the board quite well.
Yeah.
So
I think Andrew's considering the Cathartic Reunion play.
Okay.
Of pitching the Scrap Heap and the 2nd card to draw 3.
Right.
Which would give him more gas for Haunted Deads. And leave whatever cards he's pitched there. But he's held back on it. So maybe he's going Crypt Breaker.
Maybe.
Slant, or to discard with Haunted Dead.
Okay. Yeah.
So many options.
Now let's have a quick look at this
Yeah,
Dynamo Tower, which is a pretty sweet card.
Yep. So I believe this is like Rory's main win con, I guess.
Yeah.
Like just 3 a turn.
In the main deck?
Yep.
Outside of the Thing in the Ice,
Yeah. It's pretty powerful. Like you say, it's able to keep boards very docile.
Yep.
Like just keep them right at bay.
Yeah. I mean, look, this huge board just actually doesn't do a huge amount.
So I believe this is all happening end of turn.
That would be right. That the Prized Amalgam couldn't return otherwise. So he must have done it at the end of main phase.
So he's made a discard off Crypt Breaker.
Yep. Discarding the
Cathartic Reunion. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I guess maybe he's playing around counter spells. Like Cathartic Reunion getting countered is pretty backbreaking.
It can be, yeah. Unless you're discarding it like complete value.
Yeah.
And there he goes. He's decided it's time to take care of that.
Yeah. Bang.
Crypt Breaker.
No, I think at this stage Andrew actually wants to keep his hand flush full of cards. So the risk of Cathartic Reunion getting blown out is actually a bit much because he wants those Haunted Deads back eventually. Maybe not now, but definitely in the next couple of turns.
Yep.
And I think he's being cautious about it, which is quite smart. So gets him with the team.
Yeah,
what a team it is.
Big attack.
Yeah.
And Rory's at 10 life, so he's been doing okay, but he's been taking a lot of damage at the same time.
So,
but I've got a feeling he's got spells in hand.
Yeah. He does have a grip fall.
You don't often pass a turn with that much mana up without having something to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Maybe not.
Cast a spell, maybe?
Could be. He's still got 2 mana active,
Yeah.
right? So he could. He does have the option to potentially cast up to 2 spells and get a bolt.
Yeah. So he blocks, casts a spell, presumably kills a creature, gets another 4 energy, kills another creature. with the double tower?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
See what he blocks.
See what he... Yeah.
What would you block here, Kay?
Yeah, Scrounger seems fine. I guess that or the... it depends what your plan is. Like, he's sort of telegraphing that he's planning to kill the Amalgam.
Yeah.
By blocking this way, I think.
Lightning Axe on the token.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think he's just trying to keep... I didn't see what he discarded there. But then he gets the energy, which I suspect he's going to use to shoot the Prized Amalgam before damage. Yep. So this is quite nice. Having the 2 towers, not only do they help him generate energy, it means he gets to hold up 2 lightning bolts a turn as well.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Looks like Rory just used his whole hand to do this though.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little bit worried about. I'm worried that Rory is kind of running out of steam at this point. Yeah. And Andrew just has so much resilience. Like his board state is just able to kind of stay in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, these blue-red decks don't get access to those exile effects that the white and black decks do.
Yep. Well, even that's not cool. I mean, like Roy doesn't have creatures, so there's not really much point in transforming it, but still, it's a powerful creature.
Yep. It's just 3 power in the sky.
Yeah. Maybe we should show our viewers what that is.
Oh, the Voldaren Pride. Yeah. Good call.
So this card, I have directly lost this card, so I know Roy's feels. Pretty much, it comes in as 3/3, but more importantly, you sacrifice it to transform it, and when you do transform it, your opponent has to sacrifice 3 creatures. So it becomes like a 3 for 3. And you get like I think it's a 5/6 or something?
6/5.
6/5, yeah. Yep. It's something ridiculously powerful when it transforms. So it's definitely a card to be reckoned with.
Yep.
Especially in a deck where you have almost infinite creatures.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
And of course the sack effect in a deck like this is not that much of a cost.
No, it's really not. If anything, it can be better, like sacking Prized Amalgam, sacrificing Haunted Deads.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So looks like the zombies just too much there for Rory to manage. It was looking promising for a while, though.
Yeah. I think Rory had a pretty solid start. Like getting those 2 Dynavolt towers and the thing in the ice was like, very, very, very satisfying. So let's have a look at the sideboards.
All right.
What we've got here.
So let's see. What's Andrew? What do you think Andrew's going to be wanting?
Sinister Concoction. I haven't seen that one in a while. I actually think, weirdly enough, Transgressive Mind's really bad against Rory's deck. Okay. Because it only really hits Gearhulk.
Right.
Like it doesn't hit the Dynavolt because it costs 2 or 3.
Dynavolt costs 3, so Transgressive can hit that.
Yeah, but it doesn't hit Thing in the Ice. It doesn't hit a lot of his removal. So, and he's not really playing any like Planeswalkers or anything like that. So I'd be more susceptible to just go down the Rahiori's, maybe some more Keys to the City for some more discard outlets.
Okay.
I guess a Lightning Axe for Thing in the Ice. Unless the Incineration was quite good, so I'd be tempted to put that in. But that's about it.
Yeah. I think Collective Brutality could be decent.
Yeah.
It's an enabler and a duress effect.
Yep, and just Draining for Life as well, yep. The -2/-2 I think is a bit redundant against this deck, but the other 2 modes are quite good.
Yep.
I'm not really feeling Sinister Concoction. It really just hits Thing in the Ice. Dissented Mindbender, I'm actually not too sure what that does, but I can't imagine
it's an option. It's probably not the worst option either. It could be something that's quite hard for Rory's deck to beat.
Oh, this guy.
It is a 5/5, which is very hard for Rory's deck to kill.
Yes, yeah.
And can be emerged, so it's another way to get things like Haunted Dead into a graveyard.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so potentially you're casting this for 1 black.
Yeah.
Or even 1/1 black. 2 and a black. If you're sacking like a Haunted Dead. Yeah. So it can be a pretty powerful effect, and it's a huge body.
Yeah.
That might be quite good against a deck like Rory's.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think also that is more tempting than the vampire we were just talking about.
Right.
Because he doesn't have any creatures. Presumably Andrew will keep some removal in for Thing in the Ice. So maybe he takes out some of the priors for
the Distended Mindbender. So I guess one of the other considerations is that Rory's deck is just killing everything that shows up on the board. Yeah. Which could make emerging a bit more of a task.
Yes, that is true.
But
that's true.
Yeah, it seems like for the most part Andrew can just stick to his game plan.
I think so. Yeah. I don't think Andrew has to change much, to be honest. There's nothing in this sideboard that I'm like, oh yeah, got to put that in. Yeah. Like I think you're right with Collective Brutality, just good to kind of clear the way for counter spells or something. Yep. But for the most part, I think he's quite resilient to just get things back from the graveyard. Yep. Yeah. So let's have a look at Rory's sideboard and see what he's got.
It's got a couple of options here.
Yeah. So I think more Galvanic Bombardment's more cheap removal to kind of buy a bit of time.
Right.
And also fuel Thing in the Ice, things like that. I don't actually think Negate gets much of Andrew's deck.
I think almost none of it.
Yeah. I think it's all creature based. That's probably bad.
Yeah. I think one spicy option he has here is Summary Dismissal.
Yeah, yes.
Of course, the relevant line of text being counter all abilities.
Yes.
So you can actually use Summary Dismissal to counter the Graveyard ability, the discard ability from Haunted Dead.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I think that's something that Rory might consider.
Yeah. 4 is a bit steep. Like, it might be a bit too late for that.
Yep.
However, I think it's still probably worth him putting in, purely because, like, it's always relevant. Like, even like 10, 6, 10, 7, we were saying Andrew used a lot of graveyard interaction.
And I mean, it can actually represent a huge swing. Like, if Andrew does just use that effect and discard to get back, say, a huge number of prize amalgams, discarding the last 2 cards in his hand. Summary Dismissal is just backbreaking. Yeah. It might just be...
He has to wait 2 turns before he can even get 1 back.
Yeah. So...
totally.
It could be a relevant ability there that Rory might consider. Oh, looks like our players have actually started. We'll jump ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he did put Transgress in. Let's see if he does hit anything.
Okay.
I mean, he might get a tower, but I am a bit... Iron Fiery Temper, that counts. But yeah, most of the spells I saw Rory cost were like 1 and 2. They were quite cheap.
And looks like he's got looks like Rory bought the Niblis in.
Interesting.
Okay. So there's a Dynavolt Tower, and I think that's a Niblis there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Niblis can block some creatures. It blocks the 1/1 spirits from Haunted Dead.
Yeah. Well, it does just win games. Like, it can tap things down while you're going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. So it takes the tower. Probably a smart idea, because I don't think Andrew has any other ways to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And passes back.
Okay. Let's see what Rory does. So, yeah, losing that tower is actually a pretty big cost to Rory. He's just lost his turn 3 play.
Yeah, there you just made a joke about jamming a second one, which he doesn't have. Yeah, so passes back to Andrew. Plays Crypt Breaker. Turn 3 Crypt Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fine. Totally fine. It's never too late.
And, just getting the beats on. Why not?
Yeah.
And he's seen Rory's hand, so he's he knows he's got ways to manage.
Yeah, I think he knows that he can afford to kind of go wide and just like throw creatures down, especially with the hand Rory has right now.
Yeah, and this is a deck that does go quite wide.
Yeah, and it can afford. The thing I really like about Andrew's deck and similar ones is it can afford to go wide and not get blown out. Say someone does cast Wrath of some sort, it can very easily recover, which is something that can't be said of a lot of decks in the previous formats that try and do this.
Yep.
Like, it's always getting card advantage somehow. Like, whether it be through Crypt Breakers, whether it be through Haunted Deads coming back from the graveyard, prize amalgams.
Yeah, nice. So I missed what Rory took off that anticipate there.
Okay.
Something sweet, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, and that is a Niblis, so it looks like he's going to go ahead and play that.
All right, come on, Niblis. Let's put in some work.
Yeah, let's see what he... Oh no, is there a removal spell? Yeah, there is.
Doesn't get the 3.
Oh, he does. The
of course.
Grandeur is actually an artifact, so taking 3 damage.
Siege Runner and removal.
Yeah.
Like, instead of gaining a threat, you just lose a threat.
Yeah, you don't quite gain the 3 life, but similar.
But yeah, like, I honestly think it's one of the best removal, or probably the best removal spell in
the format. Yeah, it is a very good one.
It's very, very powerful.
And just bashing for 4 there as well. So why not? Nothing else is really going on here, so let's see what he finds. He's got another tower.
Ooh,
and does he have a nice follow-up here?
Oh!
There we go. Boom.
Very nice follow-up.
Okay, and very nice for Rory that Andrew was tapped out there, not able to exile that Crypt Breaker to get the
very true
3/2 back.
Very true. That was a very good play from Rory, and he has energy up for Direbolt
to
Tower.
Bolt something as well. Yeah,
if anything goes.
Oh, we've got shenanigans. There it is. So just say Rory's able to find a Summary Dismissal. If you did board that in, this could be a blowout next turn. Like, I'm not sure if it's enough to just instantly win the game, but he will be buying himself so much time by having done so. Yeah.
All right. So
and looks like he found a bunch of gas as well. So
that's good. That's good.
Cathartic Reunion, very powerful card.
It is. So I believe Rory's got to take inventory. I think just for 1.
Okay.
I don't think he has any more in his graveyard. Draws a card.
Alright, all these draw card effects.
His tap land passes back.
Okay. So slowly building up the energy.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean with the Black Red Madness deck. Is like Andrew's just got a grip full. Like he's got like 5 cards to Rory's 2, and Rory's playing a spells deck. Like and it's just able, and he's still got all this action in his graveyard.
Yeah.
Like the amount of options Andrew has for threats this turn is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And these madness decks are just it's madness.
Yep.
It's able to just kind of keep up, and noticeably get around spell queller all of these cards.
Right.
Like
They're not custs.
Yeah. So all just go control decks have been having a hard time against Black Red Madness decks in particular.
Let's see what Rory chooses to do here. It looks like he's considering just attacking with the funeral. Let's see what he does. He doesn't have blockers to worry about, so that's not a problem.
I think
it's always a good sign for the opponent if your control opponent is just choosing to attack with a creature land. Instead of doing anything else.
Yeah, instead of leaving mana up or anything. So he's turning into a 4/1.
He flipped it.
So I think he's going to try and flip it back, but Andrew's going to explain.
I'm pretty sure Rory knows. I got a feeling Rory's being a bit cheeky here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's just trying to pull one over Andrew. Yeah.
Okay. So Rory just passing with 1 mana. Yeah. And I assume the Crypt Breaker getting exiled.
Yep. Totally fine. Totally fine.
And just casually adds 6 power to the
board.
Yep.
Yeah, and end of turn 6 power.
And both of these threats are recursive, so even if Rory does spend that 5 energy to kill them,
you can only kill 1.
Yeah, and
really,
it'll probably just come back again at some point. I mean, it really depends. The Black Red deck can just brick, right? It can just run out of enablers. At this point, say something died, Scrappy's Grandeur would have to exile one of the recursive threats to actually return to the battlefield.
Yeah, that's true. I'm yet to see that day though. To be honest,
it does happen. Yeah.
I think with cards like Cathartic Reunion and Crypt Breaker, it's able to kind of keep its hand quite flush.
Oh, he did bring this. There it is.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah, 4 mana. Get a creature. Did he? What's he gonna do?
Oh, I did. No, has he put in 2 counter color spell?
Oh, I think he's just gonna. He's got the Galvanic Bombardment. Yeah, which can take out the creature. I guess he's just wanting to empty his hand because he's gonna lose these spells anyway.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
So the extra card might just be it just might be a land or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think Andrew's fine with that now.
Yeah,
he's got 5/5. And he's probably gonna get Price Malcolm back at any moment now.
Yeah. What's he got? So he's got a Cathartic Reunion. I didn't get to see what the last card was.
I'll try and have a glimpse next time.
Yeah. So here's one of those board sets I was mentioning. So he's got 2 Scrappy Scroungers.
Yeah.
And a Price Amalgam in his graveyard. So he doesn't actually have an ideal target to be exiling. So he's going to start eating up in his synergy. So sometimes the deck can run into.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. I will be curious to see if Rory can do with this 5/5.
You'd have to find a Lightning Axe.
Yeah, I think it's Lightning Axe is all he's got.
Or the Nibblus. So the Nibblus is another way to just lock down a big threat.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a bit of a flavor fail where it's a horror. So even Thing in the Ice doesn't bounce the Eldrazi.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Check.
I'll check that. All right.
I'm pretty sure it's an Eldrazi horror.
Oh, wow.
Insect, sorry.
Insect, okay. It is. I mean, I won't argue with you. It is horrifying. Oh wow, he found it.
Did he?
He actually found the
Lightning Axe.
Lightning Axe.
Well done, Rory.
Oh, there you go.
Good
Always reliable.
Yeah. Rory Lightning Bolt is what we call him in these parts.
Yeah.
Still though, Andrew applying the pressure.
He symbolically blocks with the Dynavolt Tower.
Okay. All right, so
and I think he might have. Okay, discarding the Voldrian Pariah, which he then cast with Madness.
Oh, he does have Madness.
And draws 3 cards. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a lot of power on the board.
Yeah.
And another quick break.
Just Assault and Wound.
Okay, so what are Rory's options here?
Well, he can bolt the Pariah before it transforms because Andrew's unable to transform right now. I don't think Crypt Break is too much to worry about at this point in time. I guess it depends on what's in Rory's hand.
Oh, he's got something. Could it be a Gearhulk? No, it's 4. Okay,
Okay. Blocking Crit Breaker, I'm assuming.
Oh, no? The Crit Breaker is not attacking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it might just be like a...
Yeah. That's a good play.
Yeah, seems fine. Okay, and he takes no damage, but I think his Fumarole might get Fiery Tempered here.
Yeah. It's looking likely.
Oh, for Copter. Oh, he might be trying to get his value out of it.
Yeah.
Trying to get the madness.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. And the Fumarole's not really stopping Andrew doing anything here.
That's true.
Yeah.
And even as a threat, it's not like a 4-1 is quite fragile. So.
Oh, okay. He just had the Crit Breaker.
Yeah. I think he did 3 to Rory.
Yeah.
Just went to the face.
And
I guess because now he knows that Copter can fly over. Like he's using that as an evasive threat.
Yep.
I mean, he's just going to take with everything regardless, but he knows that he has a bit more inevitability. Yeah. Crit Breaker hops on into the Copter.
Yep. As zombies ought to do. So Rory looks like loop trigger.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
More things in the yard. So yeah, I guess we were talking about Rory's sort of story here, but yeah, absolutely. If Andrew wins this match, I think he's in a pretty good spot to
for sure,
to make it into the top 8.
For sure.
So, yeah.
I think there's a few black red decks here today. I think it's 3 or 4 that I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah. Possibly more.
Well, it's a powerful deck that can do a lot of things.
There was Colin's deck before, which was black blue madness. Okay. But there are definitely some black red decks
sort of
making appearance. Yeah.
Zombie decks.
Very, very similar. And with good reason, it's a great deck.
Yeah. Well, it does a lot of powerful things for a very small. Like it just kind of cheats creatures into play. Yeah.
And because Graveyard Hate is so limited in standard at the moment, it can kind of get away with all this. Like it can overextend to its graveyard, so to speak. Like you can just throw whatever it wants and not have to worry about like a Bajuka Bog or anything of the sort. So that's pretty cool for it.
Yeah. So this is looking pretty tough for Rory.
Yeah. Two life's not a comfortable place.
No, not at all. Especially when there's multiple ways that he will take more than 2 damage next turn. He'd need to deal with the Copter.
Yeah.
Scrappy Scrounger and looks like end step. Yeah. This could be it. I think this
Crush of Tentacles instant speed.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like Andrew sort of had the removal at the right times to deal with things like the Thing in the Ice and the Niblis.
Niblis would be okay here for a few more spells, just to really...
Again, but you need the spells to be cantripping and finding new...
Does it have prowess?
It does.
Yeah. So you can
start any games very quickly too. Yeah. And it gets the tap ability even if it's tapped, so
that's cool.
You can attack with it and be defensive at the same time.
Yeah, that is very, very nice.
Oh, you just had the Fire Temper off the top anyway.
Rude. Oh,
jeez. All the ways to win.
Poor Rory.
I think that was Andrew just confirming that he was targeting Rory and not one of his own creatures.
Have you got anything?
Rory's a bit of a showman.
Yeah.
I have seen him do things.
Gearhulk? No?
Lightning. He's casting it with the additional card. To kill the Fire Temper? Is that what he did?
Oh my goodness. I think we can say that's the play of the evening.
Okay.
Handshake.
Right. And bad luck to Rory.
Yeah.
So almost going 5-5. Look, it's not that bad. He does miss out in his top 8, but he's definitely made it into the Paragon Championship.
Oh, excellent.
He's performed extremely well at all the other opens. So
excellent. Do we know what Andrew's standings are? Because I've seen him.
I think he's pretty close as well. I think making this top 8 pretty much guarantees that he will be making it into the championship.
Excellent.
So Andrew's at exactly 16 right now. So I think the points that he gets today will put him quite safely into the top 8. Yeah.
Very, very nice.
So bad luck to Rory.
Yeah.
Still making
good games though. Good games. That was fun to watch.
It was absolutely.
Especially that first game, seeing Rory establish a lot of his win cons, I suppose, early on. Looked very promising. Sadly, Andrew was able to persist.
That disintegration just kind of
See?
stopped everything.
I'm
not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
No, I think you guys remember when Siege Runner came out, everyone was like, "This card is dumb."
Yeah.
Like I think people haven't unless it's disintegration will get to that point. It's just taking a bit slower. Like people, especially with copters running around willy nilly. just being able to deal with anything and
I guess like maybe we're just waiting for that black red shell that's just really powerful to come about. Obviously the Madness deck is very powerful, but I think there's other decks that like Ishkana would just sort of stop these decks on the tracks a lot of the time. So very cool. So congratulations, Andrew. Most likely making his way into the top 8.
Very much.
And I think it's he's made quite a few. So he's played in quite a few events, and I think he's made this would be at least his 3rd top 8 of the season.
Good on him.
So good work to Andrew.
Yes.
Awesome. So I think there'll be a couple of matches still going. We'll get updates from them soon. But for the moment, we will take a break. Thank you for joining me in the booth.
No problem. Anytime.
It's been great. You've come all the way from Sydney.
Yes. And just for this. No other reason. No, it's a pleasure. I love watching Magic streams, and it's good to be involved in such a noble pursuit. Paragon Games, I think it's a fantastic idea, and it's good to see the Magic scene in Canberra just thriving. Really, like all these players coming out. It's been phenomenal.
That's what it's all about. Okay. Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you.
No problem.
We will take a break.
Excellent.
And be back with the top 8 announcement in a moment.
Very exciting.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Awesome. Thanks, Michael.
No problem.